guys, and welcome back to Big Loss Official. As you can see, I am joined by the wonderful 2018 World's Strongest Woman and a good personal friend of mine as well, Andrea Thompson. Hello, Andrea.
Hello, hello.
How are you doing?
I'm really good, thank you. I'm just settled in for the night now. I'm in my pajamas, as you can see.
You got to pull the hood up. You got to show people.
Oh. This is going to cost them extra, you know.
Cost them? They didn't realise they were paying. Hey, there we go.
My little giraffe onesie.
So cute.
Oh, look at that. That looks a bit weird, doesn't it? It looks like a...
Oh, slightly phallic.
We won't go there. Started off bad already.
I don't know how we're going to get through this. Let's be professional, Andrea. Right.
Okay.
Bring some professionalism to it with your Big Loz big introduction. Here we go.
Andrea Thompson returns to the Arnolds, having podiumed at the competition 3 times before. The 2018 World's Strongest Woman champion is a true powerhouse, having held the world record in both the deadlift and the log lift, and recently became the second strongwoman ever to pull over 300 kilos in the deadlift raw. Andrea also won the World's Strongest Masters in 2023 and holds the Masters deadlift world record.
There you go. Nice little list of accolades there, isn't it?
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't that nice?
I forget how good I am sometimes.
You really do, actually. Never mind. We're still working on you.
Yeah.
All these years later. Talking about this year's competition then, Andrea, you're one of the mainstays in the female side of the sport now, but I know you always get a little bit self-conscious and a bit worried about whether or not you'll get that invitation, don't you?
I do, and I think because it is an invitation only, there is no influence that anyone can give them that will make them have that decision. So you're literally just waiting. We can only assume. So like my life revolves around going to America, and then I have the invitation, and if I don't get it, then I can have a break. But it's always a privilege, I think, to be invited to go. You know, it is the biggest. I find it's the biggest show of my calendar. Most exciting one that I do. It's the heaviest one that I do, and I get to go to America.
Yes, all good things.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at the events for this year then, because they're starting with the elephant bar deadlift. Now, it was just mentioned in your little montage there, but recently at the Rogue Invitational, you became the second woman ever to pull over 300 kilos raw. You also broke the Masters world record in the process. That 300 kilos is something you've been chasing for a little while, isn't it? So that must give you a lot of confidence going into the Arnolds.
Do you know what? Out of all the events that we did for the Rogue, that is the only video that I've watched back religiously, like at least once a week, because I have been chasing that for so long. I think did I not go for it a couple of years ago at the Arnold? I think I got it to my knees or just below my knees. And then I tried again stupidly like that, something that I would never do. But, you know, when you're in the moment, you just like, I really want to get it. And it just went up so easily. It flew. And I was just like, what of all the fudge and hell is a problem that's been all these years? Yeah, it just went up like that, you know. So, yeah, I was really excited. As you saw from the video, I was running around and crying quite a bit.
Yes, no, I know. I was there in person. So
You got a kiss before Neil did, bless him. He was just like, I'm sorry, but coming through.
Oh, yeah. I pushed him out of the way to get one.
He was like, sorry.
Bugger off, Neil. I was here first.
Yeah.
Are you hoping to hit that 300 again at the Arnolds? Is training going well?
I think my plan was for the Rogue is just to do what I needed to do to stay in at least second place. So if I need to go to 300 kilos, then I know I can do it. And I do like the elephant bar more than the standard deadlift bar anyway. So if the way that training is going, I can get 300 kilos again. I'll just have to, I mean, Lucy's going to be the one to beat. Everyone knows Lucy's going to be the one to beat on a deadlift. She's not unbeatable though. I just need to have the opportunity to have that chance, you know, to go like head to head really, rather than having to focus on 5 other events. But yeah, definitely looking forward to that one. I'm not going to say I'm going to get 300 kilos because if I don't, then I'll be really pissed off with myself. Yeah. but I will.
Yeah, it's a numbers game when you have to make those choices backstage as well, isn't it? So yeah, you're going to do what you have to do, and Yeah, we know you're more than capable of coming at least second place. But like you said, no one's unbeatable, are they? People make mistakes as well.
Yeah.
Right. Event number 2. Oh, nearly
Sorry.
lost it. It's the overhead gauntlet. I completely went blank. What's event number 2? It's the overhead gauntlet. Now, we are starting. We're ending with the log, your absolute best overhead. But to get to it, we need to do the dumbbell and the natural stone press. So how's the training been going for those two? Because I know log is always so good for you.
Log has been absolutely fine. I know I had log and dumbbell today, and I was a little bit excited with the log because it was just feeling easy, and I haven't had an easy log for a long time. The dumbbell, I've been really focusing on stability, because I know that I think what's happened in the past is I've rushed it, in my head thinking it's only 70 kilos, I can do this. But because the dumbbell is such an awkward shape to what I train with, I just mess it up, and then I panic, and then I lose a lot of energy trying to get it in the air. And when I think I've got it, I'm not standing there long enough, and I'm not being given the down command, so I'm having to try again. So to try and do that 70 kilo, clean that 70 kilo dumbbell 3 or 4 times, 5, 6 times, just wasted so much energy in at least, I think, 2 or 3 of the last competitions. So I've been really working on, getting that and keeping it on my shoulder, and then standing there with it in the air. But yeah, today was a really good day. I was really quite happy with how dumbbells go. And I think if I can continue with that, the 70 kilo will be absolutely fine. I haven't put the whole event together yet.
Okay.
I think that will be coming actually next week. So I'm excited for that one. I'm excited for it. It's going to be, I don't know, it's unpredictable, that one. It's quite unpredictable.
We broke, didn't we, with the overhead medley there? Like, some of the girls that we knew would be great on later implements just couldn't get to them.
Yeah.
And it really just sort of mixed things up, didn't it, on the leaderboard?
Yeah. I was really annoyed about that, because I knew I just needed to get. I knew I could get those bars at the end. And in my head, I was like, why can I not get this? It was a kettlebell that messed me up the first bit.
Yeah.
That took so many attempts. And then I finally did it. And I was just like, oh, now I've literally got no energy to do the dumbbell. So, I've made quite a few errors, and I'm determined not to make those mistakes this time, just to be a little bit more strategic, maybe a little bit more just thinking about things a little bit more, and just trying to stay in my own zone.
Yeah, and not panic.
And not panic. Yeah, I think weirdly, like, I've been doing this for 10 years now, and I always get panicky and I always get nervous, as we all do when we step on the stage for the first time. It just seems to have got worse in the last year.
Yeah, it's funny.
I don't know what it is. After the first event, normally I calm down, but I think the events that I think I should be good at are the ones that I'm messing up. Okay,
that's interesting.
So,
we could really do with getting you to a sports psychologist.
I don't think we've got time, have we?
Wow, it's a bit late now for the next one.
Yeah,
I'll be your psychologist. Here we are.
Okay.
You definitely don't need that. Do you have a natural stone to train with?
I do. They're really, really sharp stones. I can practice on a block. We've got like a loadable block. But yeah, well, I do have a natural stone if I want to really hurt myself. And yeah.
Well, best to train on something harder than it would be in competition, and then hopefully it will feel easy on the day. Yeah?
That's the aim. That's the aim. I mean, I will, once the event is put together. At the moment, we've just been, so we've separated everything, and then we'll put them together as an event coming up. So I'll have a bit more of an idea of where I have the natural stone that we've got. I have pressed it many times before anyway, but that's just in playing around. So putting it into an actual event, which is timed, and obviously knowing that I can get the log at the end, I need to make sure that that's the first 2 parts of it are spot on.
Seamless, yeah. And
Yes.
I don't think the natural stone would be a problem for you at all, because you're a strict presser anyway, aren't you? And that really kind of suits that natural stone, and you don't really want to be jerking a massive stone overhead, do you? You don't jerk anything.
Don't know about that, but
That's the members only. Members only, Andrea.
I don't know what I did try. I did start off trying to do the like behind the neck pressing. And actually I did do like a split jerk accidentally. And I was like, oh, that kind of did something. So then I did it again and I was doing it. I just didn't like it. Didn't like it. I didn't like the way my shoulder, it was on my shoulders. Didn't like, my arms is really, really short, so I can't get behind the bar. And, I did try for about 3 weeks. And I said to Liz, I just can't. I need to just go back to front pressing. And I was like, yes, this is my happy place. So I'm a lot better. I just
strong enough to probably get away with doing that as well. Like,
okay.
Yeah, okay.
No, okay. Yeah. Well, I don't. Yeah. I mean, I've kind of zoned out from everybody else now, so I haven't really paid much attention to what anyone else is doing. It's just got to that point of comp prep now that I just don't watch anyone else. Just have to kind of focus on myself. But yeah, I know I am a good presser. So there's going to be some big numbers coming out.
Yeah, absolutely. But we're not there yet. Timber carry is the third event of day number 1. And this is an event that you've won in the past. So, I mean, you're always good at all different types of frame carry. So it should be a really good first day for you, shouldn't it? We always have a good first day, don't we?
It's literally every time. Every time we're like, here we are again. Yeah. Yeah, timber frame is a good one for me. I do enjoy it. I mean, it's only 7 meters.
Yeah, it's not far, is it?
It's not far at all. It's just really heavy. I just don't even breathe. I'll just pick it up and go and breathe at the end. And it's normally pretty quick that you don't. It's just a blur. Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It's a really good. It's a fun event to look at as well.
Yeah, and when you can get it over and done with so quickly, it's almost like a rest, isn't it?
Yeah, as well. You are kind of gassed out, and your hands are like this from holding the frame.
But you're not working to max effort for like 90 seconds or something like that, are you? Yeah,
no, not sure.
Positives, Andrea. We focus on the positive.
I'm trying. It's I've said so many times. I always get to this point, and everyone's like, "Are you enjoying training?" I'm like, "No." You're looking forward to going? No. Do you still enjoy Strongman, Andrea?
You need to come down here. You need to come and stay with us. Let us look after you. Get some solid training in with Lars.
I'm going to come down in a couple of weeks' time. That's definitely a thing. I'm going to just probably sort of work for a couple of days, and then I'll just come and stay. I can work from your house, actually, really, can't I?
You can do whatever you like, Andrea. You're a queen. Anyway, moving on to the big jerk then. So unlike the deadlift where you're choosing your weights, this is a rising bar system where you can do as many jumps as you like, which I think is really nice for a new event like this, because it's going to give you the opportunity to feel it out with the lighter weights, isn't it? And see how it's feeling and then make some decisions from there. So do you have any numbers in mind of what you'd like to hit?
Right. So what are the rules again?
Oh God, Andrea, you're so bad. All right, everyone.
Well, this
Andrea,
is why you.
Jan Todd actually always ensures I have a copy in case Andrea does not read the rule.
All I know is I've got to press a heavy bar. That's it. Is it like a boost?
So if you look at the rules, there's the list of all of the proposed weight jumps, and there's quite a few, okay, which is nice, yeah?
Right.
Okay, so every athlete has the opportunity to go out at each weight if you want to. You can skip any weight that you want to also, and you're not limited to a certain amount of lifts. So it's not like 3 lifts only like the deadlift. Once you are out there and ready to lift, you have a 30-second time limit. So that, maybe if you mess up the first one, you've got time to try it again. So there's no limit on the amounts of time you can try within that 30 seconds. But once the 30 seconds done, you're off.
Right.
Okay.
So your question is?
I don't even know, Andrea. That was a while ago. What sort of number are you hoping to hit? Do you have a number in mind?
I do.
You don't have to share it.
No, I don't want to share it. I do have a number in mind. it will be bigger than I've ever pressed in the gym. And I think the way the training has gone, I think I've already pressed more than what I have previously, just in normal training. So, we can expect some exciting numbers, I think, not just from me, but there's going to be a couple of us that will be going for some big numbers. And I think it's cool actually, because with per barbell push press, we don't have in competition, do we? It's just something that we normally do training. Yeah. So it's going to be quite exciting to see what standard there is out there for that particular lift, because it's always log or it's from the floor overhead. So
yeah, so take that clean element out of it, and it is going to be interesting to see. And the fact that it can be from the front, from the back, and it can go up any way you like as well. So we're going to see the absolute best out of people, I think. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, definitely. I just need to try and use my legs. I think I'm so used to just using my shoulders, but I think it just works for me. It just works, and I think I can grind out, the last, just to straighten my arms out, the last little lockout, if needed. But yeah, and last push press was exciting. So
yeah, I mean, you do have ridiculously strong shoulders, but you have such strong legs as well. How nice would it be if you could utilize them a bit better?
I'm trying. My brain just doesn't work.
Great presses in the past. They said that it doesn't help them using their legs. It threw them, or the timing was off, or whatever. I don't know. It's an issue for coach, not for me. Anyway. Now, this is one I know when you looked at it, you probably thought, ugh, the trial by timber. So that's the log carry into the drag. Because you don't love these types of events, do you? And this sounds a bit weird, like a little bit unclear about how you guys are maybe going to be carrying this and what it's going to look like. How have you been training it?
So the first few weeks was just picking up things and carrying a really heavy sled, pulling a really heavy sled, just to get the conditioning side up. And we've been in like a sandbag or kegs or whatever, just backwards and forwards, and then loading up a sled. We did try this weekend just gone to kind of like fudge up some handles to carry a log. Okay. But because I'm short-armed and short-legged, it was just whacking into my knees. So I was just like, I was like, maybe I can crab walk it and go to the side. So poor Neely was getting so annoyed with me. I was just trying to move it. I was like, how we need to figure out how this is going to happen. I need to try and simulate it as much as possible in the gym. But I think we're going to try and get a bar into the recess bit of the log and carry it that way. So I think that's how it's going to be, isn't it?
By the sounds of it, there's going to be like a raised handle. So it does seem like it would be something that you'd have across the front of you. Yeah.
But it's still what we discovered is you kind of need to pull it into you.
Yeah.
So it's still quite bicep heavy. So picking it up off the floor and then bringing it into you so you're not hitting your legs is going to be quite difficult. And I did do
after Rogue, because you tweaked it a little there, didn't you?
Yeah, it's okay. It just doesn't like stones. Like I've had it treated, I've had physio and all sorts of things and acupuncture, and it's a lot better. Like I can't feel it anymore. And I do wear like a cuff when I'm doing the stones, just for my own brain on both sides. I think it just gets a bit annoyed. So it's always in the back of my mind of how it happened before, and it's such a horrible feeling, and I think I just don't want it to go, don't want the other one to go.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So, but it's fine. Again, I think it's just a mental thing. Like I've stone to shoulder that I've been practicing. Okay. When I saw that, I was like,
yeah. It's always day two, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always day two. To be honest, the first couple of weeks, I tried my hardest to ignore that it was in my plan. But I was like, do you know what? I need to just do this. I just need to get on with it. And it's actually been going really well. Like I'm going to be going up. I've been sticking at the same weight for the last couple of weeks just to get my confidence with it. But we are going to be going up this weekend and see what I can get up to. I honestly don't think I'm going to get the 135. I know I could pick it up and do it maybe once, but at the end of a 2-day heavy competition, I'm I'm probably not going to go for the heavier stone. Which
I can't see many women getting many reps on that heavy stone because it is heavy and with no tack.
Is it 135, isn't it? 135, I think it was. Yeah. There'll be a couple. I think that we'll be surprised. Actually, there might be maybe 3, 4, which I don't know what the point system is with that. But I know if even if I did really well for 5 events, that one event could just screw me up for the whole competition.
It's split times on that, so if you do one quickly, you'll beat anyone who did one slow.
Okay.
Yeah, it is time. So it's something worth considering, isn't it? One fast one on the heavy might be worth more than you thought.
If I can just get one, I'll be like over the moon. I'll be ecstatic. Do you know what I mean? I'll be so happy just to get one. But my thought process at the moment is just to do as many as I can on the 115, because that's heavy enough as it is. 115 stone for reps without bloody tacky.
Yeah, no, that is crazy. Up to the shoulder, it's horrible. Yeah,
but the event itself at the moment, like in training, I have actually been enjoying.
Good.
Just trying to rebuild my confidence with it, because everybody knows that I don't like stones and it shows. So just quietly, I haven't really posted much about the stones, to be honest, because I don't want my weakness to still be broadcasted, so I have been training it a lot without anyone really knowing.
Good.
Well, now they do.
Yeah, screw those guys. That's exciting, Andrea, because you've got some incredible events in this competition, and I know it's something that Loz bleats onto you all the time, but if you can just take those couple of bad events and take it from coming 8th in them to coming sort of 4th or 5th in them, it would make such a huge difference in the overall standings, wouldn't it? So fingers crossed.
Definitely. Yeah, I keep getting told off by giving like predictions. I keep predicting where I'm going to place in each event, and I've been told off for doing that because I've done that before and it's been completely gone, and then that messes with my head. I'm like, well, I should have been second, I should have been better at this, and then it's gone.
It hasn't gone to plan, and then you've sort of mentally punishing yourself for it.
Yes.
But as you know full well, and if you were coaching someone, you would give them this advice. You can't control what other people can do. You can only do the best that you can do on the day, and that needs to be the goal, doesn't it? Right, I need to hit this, this, and this. It's funny though, isn't it? Because it's easy to say, and then everyone's an idiot when it comes to themselves.
Of course, and you become. I think, especially when you get to this level, when all eyes are on you, and I can't even walk around work without getting stopped at the moment. And even I was at parents' evening last night, and I had parents stopping me, and they're like, "Oh, what are you doing?" I'm just like,
just a mum like you.
I'm just I'm in my full gym gear, and I look like 10 times bigger than everybody else. I understand that, but I'm here with my daughter. Do you know what I mean? So bugger off. But you do become like so wrapped in everyone else's goals and everyone else's predictions and their thoughts and all that sort of stuff, and that puts so much pressure on you to do well. And then when you don't, you feel like even when people say, "Oh, how did you get on?" I'm, "Oh, I came 8th." Oh. When they expected me to come like 4th or 3rd or something, and it's like, it can be quite hard to deal with that. But I think this time I'm just a little bit more focused on myself. Like the confidence with the deadlift is massive, and my push pressing is absolutely fine. At 5 out of 6 events. Well, say let's 4 out of 6 events.
5 out of 6.
5 out of 6 events. The thing is, the sled will be fine. The sled will be absolutely fine. It's just how the logs are going to be set up,
I know.
It's just uncertainty.
We'll get to see them in familiarization the day before, won't we? And we'll just watch everyone very, very closely what they're doing. It'll be fine. Right then, Andrea, before we go, I have pre-warned you. We have a fun little game. My dog's just come running in. You're the first one to have this type of quiz. So you're my guinea pig. We're doing a picture quiz. All of these pictures are actually from my phone. I happen to have a lot of photos of you. Don't worry, I haven't included any of those ones.
I was going to say which one.
So these are all pictures from different competitions. So I'm going to put them up on the screen and you're going to guess the competition name and year. Okay?
Okay.
Are you excited? Here we go. Here's the first one. Can you remember when this picture was taken, the competition?
That was a Strongman Corporation. I think that was our first Arnold. The first was it the first one? The first one we did off was no.
The one before.
Before that. That wasn't the one I did the deadlift, was it?
Yes, it was.
Oh, that was
That yoke is part of the 3 yoke series that you did, remember?
Oh, that was brutal, yes.
Yeah.
Gosh, what year is probably 5 years ago, pre-COVID?
No, it was 2022, Andrea.
Post-COVID.
Post-COVID. Yeah, so there was no Arnold's in 2021. That was the first year back in 22. But that you were right about it being Strongman Corp. So that was the Arnold Pro Strongwoman competition.
That was it, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I can't give you that. That was terrible.
Okay, that was too bad.
Let's see if we have any more luck on this next one. Oh. When do you think that might have been taken? When and where?
That was that not last year before?
No, it was last year.
Oh, the 2023.
2024. It's the year 25 now, Andrea.
Oh yes, it is. Oh my days. Liz, I don't know. I'm so bad at this.
That's fine. That was last year's Arnold's. All right.
Okay.
I think you're going to get this next one.
Okay.
Here we go. When was that taken?
That was Arnold UK.
Yes, last year. Well done.
Yes.
You're on a roll. She's flying now. When do you reckon this one was taken? She's making funny noises. You see it? There it is.
That was also Arnold UK, wasn't it?
Not UK, no. No. So each one of these photos is a different competition.
They're a different one.
Yeah.
Okay, that must have been the not last year's because my hair's too short.
Yeah.
Year before.
Yes. So that was the Arnold 2023. That was the first year you guys came to the pro, to the like the
Rogue. It was Rogue, wasn't it? Yeah.
There we go. Oh, we're getting there. Right, next. Look at us. Look at you with your sandwich.
Always eating. That looks like I was eating a sandwich. Was that a men's competition?
Yes. You came to watch.
Europe's.
Yes.
I'm only saying that because I can see Ukrainian flag in the background.
Hey, well done. Look at you. Finding clues. All right. You'll get this one. You better get this one. There you are.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that was Australia.
Yeah.
Oh,
Australia,
I don't know why. That picture that made me laugh when I saw that. I was like, I want to get a picture too.
I had to find a way to include it. Okay. When was this picture taken and where?
That was Britain's in Doncaster.
Can you remember the year?
Year before last, because that was my return from my bicep tear.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well done. Can you remember when this one was taken?
Oh, was that teams? That was a teams game.
Yeah. So the world's strongest nation. Can you remember the year?
Oh Christ. 2023?
2. Don't worry. You were halfway there. What about this one? You must remember this.
Oh, look at those bad boy arms. That was in Dubai.
Look at your traps. Yeah, that was
Dubai.
Dubai.
I even got little abs as well. Christ, I've put on some weight since then. That was Dubai.
I put these on to build you up. I didn't want to make you feel bad. Yeah. So that was in 2021, also post-COVID comeback.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
What about this one?
That was Masters, wasn't it? You won Masters the year before last.
Yes. Yeah.
23.
2023. Very
Got my
good.
guns on me. Oof.
Oh, hold on. Let's bring it back. Yeah, look at you.
That's nice.
Out angling round her.
Sorry.
And then the final one, you better get this one. Come on.
Oh, that was at Rogue. I mean, the Invitational, yeah.
Yeah.
Last year. Yeah. Well, we just had a little game, and it was a chucking thing.
Yeah. It was a ball.
Yeah.
You won. That's why you're wearing the crown.
I wasn't winning, but then I thought this is a nice little game, and then I started getting competitive actually. So I was like, this is not happening. So it's like, right.
I'm not being beaten by this silly woman. And then you really turned it on, and I panicked and messed it up.
Yeah.
Bad times.
You did. You lost the throwing things, and I could just hear you squealing in the display.
Oh yeah, that was right. They went. I couldn't find them anywhere. Yeah. Oh man, it's all coming back to me now. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Andrea. As always, it's lovely to catch up with you. We look forward to having you down in a couple of weeks and getting some fun training content out of that, because the Andrea content is my favorite content.
Yeah, everyone loves Andrea.
They really genuinely do. So, guys, if you are not already, I mean, she's not the best on social media, but make sure you're following Andrea on Instagram. I will link her in the description below, and keep checking back to the channel, because we are going to try and get every single athlete from this year's Arnold Strongman and Strongwoman Classic. See you next time.